What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of StoneBlock. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode, we made ourselves a nanobot beacon. We now have creative flight. We have creative flight speed, so we can like keep going really fast if we want to. Can I do this? Oh, it's so hard to do this backwards. So we can get moving like really fast with our creative flight, which is pretty awesome. We have regen, we have saturation, resistance, and night vision. So lots of good positive benefits for doing that. So that's really awesome. I was kind of thinking what we should do to progress further in this mod pack. It looks like endgame's gonna be like Avaridia. In order to do that, we're gonna need to get into Project E, and in order to get into Project E, really, we need to do Draconic Evolution. And really, to do Draconic Evolution, we're gonna have to get a better power supply. Well, we do have solars in our mining dimension, so that might get us by for now. But we are going to have to look at getting a decent amount of power in order to do like the fusion crafting stuff from Draconic Evolution. So that's kind of where my mind is right now in this pack, how to get to more power so we can do Draconic Evolution, right? A thing that I was wanting to do, though, I was kind of looking at Draconic Evolution, and an item that we haven't made in this mod pack yet is a magnet. So I was doing magnet and I was looking, and we have the Actually Edition magnets, which are pretty okay. The Ender IO ones, which are pretty okay. I saw that Thermal has a magnet. I'm not sure if I've used these before, but the one that I was interested in was not on this page. It was actually on the Draconic Evolution. It's a item dislocator. So this guy just requires a dislocator, which is nothing really. Little bit of draconium. And then you can upgrade to an Awakened Dislocator, which uses the previous tier, some Awakened Draconium, and some other stuff. And this pulls from really far away. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and make the first tier one. We'll do one of these item dislocators. If I click into the thing, so I can have my 3x3 crafting grid. Let's make a couple of those, few of those, one of those. And this item dislocator, nice. Can we upgrade it to this guy? We can. Perfect. Okay. So this pulls items from quite a distance away. You do have to shift right click on it to turn it on. Yeah, you can see I just picked up some stuff from over here. Right next to our harvester thing was where those items were. There were some energetic sheep back there. I don't know what happened to them. But then there ended up being items on the ground. And that got me thinking, you know, we should have a way to pick those up. So yes, we can pick up items from far away now with this magnet. That's going to be very, very helpful. Okay, so now we got ourselves a magnet. That's really good. Energetic wool. I'm kind of curious. It seems like a cool idea that the energetic sheep, their wool provides power, but how useful is that? Like, it just seems like maybe early game, instead of having like the smallest generator possible, you could share some sheep and like get a machine running. But I don't know. I just don't see it being useful as like being able to do anything real with it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have done anything with the energetic sheep, because I'm kind of interested in like what kind of designs are available for them, if any, if anybody has done anything like that. So as far as our Draconic Evolution stuff, we're gonna need a room for putting up the infusion crafting or the fusion crafting, whatever it is. I'm thinking we're gonna remove our wither area down here. I think we should do that. Let's clean that up. We can rebuild that like in the mining dimension or something along those lines. We don't need this back here anymore though, that's for sure. This was kind of like we needed the wither. We need to get some stars, and we didn't have any place to do it at, so we did it right here. But yeah, we can definitely set that up in the mining dimension. I think that'll be a lot better overall. Or like eventually when we get into Draconic Evolution here, we'll have like the Draconic Staff of Power, right? Once we get that guy, we can dig out a whole bigger area and maybe look at getting it going that way. Yeah, it's just another possibility. Okay, well, I gotta figure out the length of this hallway, get this all filled back in or whatever we're gonna do here. Dig out a room, probably the same kind of a dimension as like one of these other ones back in our other three sides. Well, let me get to that real quick. We'll start digging out a space. We'll look at where we're gonna put some stuff and maybe see about making more power. I'm not sure if we have enough power to run a Draconic Evolution step, but we'll figure that out. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I've been digging for a little while. You can see that we have these marks on the ceiling over here. These are from the Chisel and Bits tape measure. Yep, I was looking for some kind of measuring device in the mod pack so we could see distances and stuff. So it looks like all of our hallways here were 24, but the one over here that we were gonna build, or I guess we're going to build our room in for Draconic Evolution, was only 16. You can see it stopped right there. That was the length of the hallway. So I had to extend out the hallway a little bit bigger over here. Yep, by 8 more blocks. And then I opened up the room to be the same size as our mystical agriculture / chicken room. I did some more measuring over here, and you can see from the doorway to this wall over here is 11. So I did the same thing in the other room. A lot of bunnies in here. I saw there was a bunch of red dots on the map. I guess it's these stupid dragonfly things. I hate these. They keep poisoning everything. They're just annoying. Anyway, so we have the room built now. We have lots of space available. I don't remember. Is it shift right click? Yeah, shift right click gets rid of those marks on the wall as long as you're holding the measuring tape. And I saw that, oops, I saw that you can do different color here. Yeah, so you can do like a green if you wanted to, I guess, or blue. That's kind of cool. I don't know why you'd want to do all these different marks, but I like the option of being able to do different marks if you need them for different things so you don't get your measurements confused or whatnot. But yeah, we got lots of room over here. Sir, your googly eyes are floating. They're not on you. That's so weird. But yeah, anyway, we got lots of room to do some stuff over here, and that's exactly what I was looking for. So now that we have that done, I think it is a time that we should look at progressing into Draconic Evolution, at least ever so slightly. Let's take a look at the first quest. This is not Draconic. What am I? This one. So we needed to do the Draconic Evolution information tablet. So this is the guide on how to do everything Draconic Evolution. It is a quest, so let's do this real quick. Tablet, and that would be this guy. So that's just stone wrapped around a draconium dust. Very, very simple to do and done. Awesome. So this book, yeah, tells you pretty much everything that you need to know about everything Draconic Evolution, which is nice. I'm glad that this is a thing since the mod isn't exactly super simple, at least the first time you play with it. So let's claim our reward here and pop our chest, and we get ourselves some glowstone ingots. That's not bad. Okay. Put those away. So now that we have done that, that's unlocked a few different tasks here. So like the advanced dislocator, we made the original one, the regular dislocator, for making the magnet, right? That was part of the recipe. The advanced dislocator, however, I do believe requires us to do the fusion crafting. That's an item that I really, really like in this mod, where you can set warp points and it just uses an ender pearl to teleport cross dimension or whatever. Yeah, I like this item. We can't quite do it yet. That does require Wyvern tier, which I think is a second tier. So we got to do some stuff here anyway before we can get to that point. So we can't quite do that. Mob grinder might be a thing that we can do. I'm not sure what the cost is on this thing. Yep, that's definitely an item that we can make, and this would be really, really useful for like a wither killing setup. We just build the wither, this thing auto kills it. So that might be, well, we should just go ahead and make it anyway. There's a quest for it and it's not super difficult to make. I'm sure we'll get some use out of this thing at some point in the future, probably in the near future. Draconic Evolution generally requires a lot of nether stars. All right, so there's a mob grinder. Aw, yeah. Now, does this thing, it has its own, like, furnace? No, I seem to recall that there was, like, well, maybe it does. I don't know. What's this button here? Is that for, like, putting a power thing in? Maybe. I was thinking that this had a, like a furnace, you could put furnace burnable fuel in there. Maybe I'm thinking of something else for Draconic Evolution. Anyway, let's claim this and we will pop it. And we get some resin upgrade kits from Thermal. That's cool. Okay, so that's top tier upgrade kits for any of our thermal machines, provided we have all the way up to Signalum. Okay, so let's see. Ender Dragon that wants us to have the Dragon Heart. Do we have a Dragon Heart? We do. That might just complete the quest by putting that in our inventory. It does. Awesome. Okay, so that's another quest complete. We'll claim it. It just says kill it. Kill it. Mana Steel ingots. Okay. Put those away. So now that's done. That unlocked the Chaos Guardian. All right, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult. We can't just go and do that real quick. We're definitely going to need lots of armor before we get to that stage. So fusion crafting, this is the beginning of that. Draconic core. I think we made one of those actually. Let's make another one and complete our quest. We are going to be making quite a few of those in the future. Claim it, we'll pop it, get an Invar hammer. I don't think that's useful at all. We'll put that away. Okay, so the next one is the Wyvern core. I know a lot of these require fusion crafting. This might be one. No, that just requires another star. How many stars do we have? 0. Okay, so we can't do that one. So moving on, we have a portable battery, the Wyvern Flux Capacitor. And that requires Wyvern energy cores, which looks like we can do everything except that requires a star, which we don't have. Draconic energy, okay. And then mob spawner, stabilized mob spawner. So in order to do this, we need to find ourselves a mob spawner, and then we have to right click a Draconic core on it, I think, to stabilize it, and then we have to put a mob soul into it and to get it to actually work. I don't know, do we have any dimensions around that have mob spawners available? Maybe the nether? Yeah, probably the nether. We could get a blaze spawner and do that. All right. So fusion crafting start. This wants us to have 1 fusion crafting core and 1 basic fusion crafting injector. We're probably going to need like 14 of these if I remember correctly. So fusion crafting, we'll do this guy real quick. So making the Draconic cores easy and doing that easy. And then we have to do these guys, and each one of those requires a core. So again, I think I said we needed like 14 of these, so I'll just do those now. And we'll make 30. Oh man, I guess we already had a bunch of those cores in the system. I should have looked. Oh well, I guess when we upgrade these to the next tier, we won't have to disassemble as we're doing it. It's not like a huge issue, but yeah, kind of a whoops. That's fine though. Well, that should complete the quest regardless. So let's claim our reward and we will pop it. We get more nature cores. All right, let's put those away. So to go to the Wyvern tier, we have to set up our fusion crafting injectors, at least 8 of them, in order to upgrade to the next tier. And then it requires 256,000 RF. I think that's total in order to do it. But each one of these crafts does require a Wyvern core, which means we are going to need that many nether stars in order to do it. And I believe we need to do 14. So we're going to have to look at 14 stars. How are we doing on skulls? Do we have enough? So that, yeah, that's enough right there, 21. Let's look at getting ourselves some soul sand. So that's 21. There we go. There's a correct amount for all of these things. Very good. So now we need to hook up our mob grinder. We need to get ourselves a flux point. We need to get ourselves our wither-proof blocks again. It was obsidian? Yeah, this stuff. Okay, so we have our wither-proof blocks. We have ourselves our mob grinder. We have the power. We have the stuff to kill it. I guess we could also get ourselves like a chest and probably want to get ourselves like a item collector. We have a bunch of them. Advanced item collector is fine. So we have a way to collect the drops. There's also, we could go a little bit more fancy with this and make ourselves the Wither Boss Builder. Wither Builder. Do we have access to that block? So that itself requires a star. If I wanted to craft that, looks like we have the plastic. So we need the star and we need some kind of a machine frame, machine case. We have that. So we just need 1 star to make a Wither Builder. And then we can kind of automate this, or at least never have to go in there and physically like mess with a Wither boss. I think that's something that we will want to do. So let's make 1 star for that purpose. And then we will look at automating this thing. I think we are going to set this up in the mining dimension for now. So I will go ahead and build our wither cage and set some blocks up, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so here in the mining dimension next to our void resource miner here, I set up a 3x3x4 on the inside box, right, to kill our wither boss. I made sure it's in its own chunk because we probably will want this chunk loaded if we leave this here permanently. But anyway, I want to make sure it was in one single chunk. So in case we did set up some kind of automation here, it'll be fine. So we are pretty much good to go. We just need to get ourselves our mob grinder, which we can just set right like that. Give it a little bit of power. That should start the little wheels grinding in there. Yep. So we pretty much are ready. Let's do a chest here with the item collector on it. That should be fine. Radius of 5. That goes off. No, actually, we're gonna need like a 7, I think, just to make sure it collects all the drops over there. Okay, so that should grab everything that's inside. Right, so the only thing we have to do now is just spawn in a wither boss. You can do it on the ground, right? You don't have to like stand it up like I do every time. I think that doesn't that, or do you have to do the skulls last? Maybe place one skull last. Am I right? Am I wrong? Yeah, that works. Oh boy, get out of there. So that should instantly kill the wither boss as soon as it forms, and then we should get our star, which should allow us to do the things that we're trying to do. So yes, wither boss died. I don't see any residual damage around. There might be some blocks of dirt underneath that got destroyed. No, looks like everything's fine. So there is our star. So that is pretty good. So really, to get the wither, well, we can't do it here. Yeah, to get the wither builder thing, let's take our star. Whoa. Yeah, we'll bring it back to the overworld. We'll make our wither builder over here. And then we're going to need, I think, some power cables and maybe a few other things in order to get this thing going. Maybe we'll grab this conduit. We'll grab these item things. Maybe another chest so we can put more wither boss parts in. Let's see. What else? Is that all we're going to need? I think that might be it. Okay, so wither builder. Wither builder. This one. Do it. Okay, so there's another item for us. This will make our life a lot simpler in order to get this whole process done. Let's get over here. All right. So underneath our wither thing, we need to get into the exact center here. So that is, I think that would be this block right there. We need to place our wither builder like so. You can come in here and do the show working area. It places it with one block space between it and where it's placing it. So we can see in here that, yeah, that should be exactly perfect for making a wither boss. So we can close this up. We don't need that exposed anymore. And then we just need to give this thing its items. So I think further below this, I'd rather have it straight down just to be double sure that explosions aren't going to harm the chest and the contents of that chest. We'll place these items in here. We'll do an item conduit like so. And then we also need to get power down there. So I'm going to grab this guy. And I will stick this one right here. And then we'll run some power conduit over. Okay, so that has power now. So well, I guess we have a little bit more configuration to do on this. This one needs to be set to insert. This one needs to be set to extract, and then we need to set always active. And once we do, anything in that chest will go into our wither former, and it should start making wither bosses here. Well, you know what? I think we're good. Let's just do it. Do it. So, if we look in here, we can see that's putting the items in. We have 3 withers, 4 withers. Hopefully everything's gonna work, otherwise we're gonna have a big ugly mess on our hand. But I think we should be okay to just put in the items there, make the wither bosses, and have this thing automatically just kill them for us and collect the drops into that chest over there, which is quite nice. So that takes a lot of the work away from this whole situation. Also, I saw in this mod pack there is the Woot mod, and I think you can do wither bosses with Woot. Can you? I might be wrong. It's been a minute since I last played with this. The last time I looked at this mod was in Sky Factory. Was it? I can't remember. No, Sky Factory didn't have it. It was the other mod pack that was very similar to Sky Factory. Anyway, it's been a little bit of time, and I would like to check that out if we can. But yes, so we have plenty of stuff. Okay, so I was gonna say, I see that we got dirt there, but I think that was from me digging out earlier. All right, but yeah, we got everything that we needed from there. We got plenty of stars. We are gonna have to look at how we are gonna get some more wither skeleton skulls. I don't remember how we're getting the current ones that we had, and we had like, I don't know, about 100 of them. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need more going forward if we're gonna be needing a lot more stars like this. But anyway, getting those stars there should allow us to continue on with this process. So we want to do the fusion crafting, and that required us to have this set up, which means that we needed like 14 of these guys. So we need quite a bit of these Draconic cores. So anyway, let me go ahead and get this crafting knocked out real quick, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I made 14 Wyvern cores so we can upgrade 14 of the basic ones to the next tier. We did complete a quest, the Wyvern core one. We just need one of those, and we did it. It says it's a crafting component. So we'll claim it. Let's go ahead and pop it. And we get 4 Wyvern cores, and that's an ultra rare reward. Well, that's cool. We get 4 more of those. I'm sure that will be useful later. Okay. Yeah, the wither skeleton skulls, I was just kind of looking at that, how we got those, and I think we were getting those from reward bags previously. We had to have. I don't know any other way that we would have collected that many. It had to have been from reward bags. So anyway, in order to get this going, we are going to need, I guess, 28 Draconic cores. So let's do that real quick. So 28 of these. How many do we have in the system? We have 8 of them. Let's go ahead and use these so I'm not like crafting way too many or whatever. Okay, so there's 28 of those. And then we are going to need 14 draconium blocks. 14 of these. There we go. I feel like we should have more draconium than that, but I guess it's all in ore form. We're going to have to like do something with that, smelt it all down. I thought we had a chicken going making this. Maybe we do, but it's just making the nuggets or something. I'll have to take a look at that. I was expecting us to have a lot more of the draconium anyway. So now we need, I guess, 48 more diamonds? 14, 28, 40, 56? 56 more diamonds? Okay. Well, we'll just grab a whole bunch of these. If we do this, then we take away 2, like so, then we have the correct amount, 56. Okay, so now we have all of that set. We need to come over and set up our fusion crafting. And I don't know how we're going to lay out this room just yet, but we need to get this crafting going. So let's just set some things down and we'll call it good for now. And then we will rearrange it later. This isn't like a super complicated thing that has to be like set in stone once. Like we can move it, it's not a big deal. So we need at least 9 of these things. Well, actually, I guess 8 of them, but we'll do 9 of them just because it makes it look a little bit nicer, I suppose. And then the crafting injector has to be in the center. You can only have the fusion crafting injectors like 1 block away on any side. So anyway, something like that should be correct. Okay. So we should be fine there. Let's grab these guys. We'll start placing these in a slot like so. Diamond, 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 diamond. Okay, are we missing something? Yes, we are missing the blocks. So like that. And then finally, if we put these guys in here, the recipe looks correct. So it knows everything's there. It needs power, and then we have to click the start button. So power, we can just put a flux point back here. Unlimited, select the network, this one. Okay, so now these should all be able to get power. Now, in order for this to work, we have to either click start, or we have to give it a redstone signal. For now, we'll just click start. Oh boy, that's gonna take a minute, huh? We can automate this too if we get ourselves some kind of a timer. Well, we don't have very many options. I guess we can make ourselves this guy here. Do that, and whoop, we don't have any redstone torches apparently. Okay, so there's a timer. I think what we're gonna do, we'll just make this like quick and dirty for now in order to get it going, but we will make it nicer later. So this guy can just go right here, and then we have to right click on that, and we'll set it down to like every, so I'll do like twice a second. Every 10 ticks. Output obstructed. So I guess this does not allow items that are stackable to be stacked in here. So we can, I don't know, grab a hopper or something to pull out of there. We can do item conduit, I suppose. That'll work too. And then a chest. Something along these lines should be just fine. You know what? I don't need that measuring tape on me anymore. So we'll place this here. We'll do a conduit like that. Can I access this? I can't. Extract. Always active. And this will be set to insert. So that should extract that item out. The next one will start automatically. And then we should have our Wyvern Fusion Crafting Injector right there. Yeah, okay. So this is, you know, semi-automated right now. All we gotta do is put in the components, and then it'll just do everything as long as it's the same craft over and over again, so we don't really have to touch it. Now we just gotta kind of wait. But this is gonna take a minute, as you guys can see. We can speed this process up, though, with the cheaty wand of cheatiness, which is great. But the charging up process, we really can't make that go much faster at this point. I'm not sure how that's doing on our power, if we have the power to support it. It says only 800 FE protect. It seems like we should be able to get more than that. You know, I've seen it before where if you have more connections on this thing, it'll make it go faster. We can try that. Maybe that'll speed up that process. Let's try this. Does that make it go faster? Oh yeah, look at that. That's much faster now. Okay, and then we can cheaty wand that, the crafting portion of it, not the charging portion of it. Okay. Yeah, this is going much better. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the episode up here for today. We finally got into a little bit of Draconic evolution, which is great. We'll be able to start getting to some better armor than like vanilla diamond armor. That'll be fantastic. And then we'll also be able to start looking at getting into Project E more, and maybe Avaridia and all these different kinds of things. Yeah, we definitely need Draconic evolution to do that. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.